to get inside another person's head well enough to convince the members of his family, well, that's certainly where I must take my hat off to you.
I'll be honest with you. It really wasn't that difficult. Not as long as I had the help that I needed. Unwilling as that help really is.
Your stubbornness is becoming rather tiresome. I suggest you make it easy on yourself and give us the number of the Hong Kong bank account.
You know what, guys? We could have a hell of a good time here, because I'll tell you what, it's got 14 digits. So why don't you two you guess all the different combinations. I swear, you hit the right one, I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Why don't I just knock it out of you? That won't be necessary. Mr. Buchanan is just having a little bit of fun with us. Now, I am prepared to convince the people I work for that you have been most cooperative, thereby allowing them the chance to show their appreciation by giving you what you want. But that, of course, depends on your giving them what they want.
Yeah. The Hong Kong bank account.
Exactly.
Right. Oh,
yeah.
God. You must think I'm really stupid, don't you?
No, just obstinate.
Yeah? Well, you better get used to that, because I know just how important that information is to those people you work for. I also know what's going to happen to me if I tell them. They're going to have me killed.
But you've cooperated up to now. Why be so stubborn about this last little bit of information?
I've only told you everything before because I want to keep her alive.
Not everything, Buchanan. What about that scar on your knee?
Oh, a scar on my knee. You got eyes, don't you? Why didn't you look for something like that?
Wait. You're right, of course. But that scar did cause us a great deal of trouble. It might have wrecked the entire operation if we hadn't eliminated an individual, a certain individual, who before he ruined everything. Completely.
You know what? You're gonna have to accept my apologies for not feeling more guilty, because I swear I had no idea that me not telling you about a little childhood injury of mine was gonna cause such trouble to two such nice people like you.
As I always say, let bygones be bygones. Just give us the account number, and we'll let you have your much-needed rest.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you this one more time, all right? Why don't you turn up your hearing aids? I'm not telling you anything else until I get time. With her, alone, and right in here, alone!
Maybe you'd like me to have room service send in a candlelit dinner as well, eh?
You keep laughing there, funny man. Because I like to hear what your bosses are going to be telling you. Once you call them on the phone, just how unhappy they're going to be when you tell them you weren't able to get the information out of me that they want. Huh?
All right. But I'll have to get permission to grant your request.
Sure was fine. It's fine, fellas. You just let me know what they say, huh? Why don't I just wait for y'all right here? All right?
Come on, House.
Another day without you.
Try Rondo's ice cream chocolates.
Goodbye, my dear.
Bye-bye.
This latest idea of Beau's is a masterstroke.
I agree. With Dr. Bruner firmly ensconced in Ace's home, our plan should come to a rapid and satisfactory conclusion.
Yes, but Beau made it quite clear that he needs time to sell the Buchanans on the idea of my moving in as Ace's private physician.
Oh, I wouldn't worry about that. I have seen Beau's powers of persuasion. And I can assure you, you'll get the family's cooperation.
Yes, I must admit, I'm amazed at the progress you've made so far, but...
Don't worry, everything will be fine. In short order, Elizabeth will have the Buchanan family where she wants them. Penniless and powerless. Beau will have what he wants. Marriage to Tina and the lion's share of the Lord fortune.
And you, my friend, what's your stake in all of this?
To see Joanna happy and free from my past and living a new life here in Landview with Robert.
Did I hear you mention Robert?
Yes. I was just saying how much I'm looking forward to having him for a son-in-law.
What a coincidence. I'm just on my way to see him.
Good news.
Great news. He's moved out of Cassie's, back into the Holden Towers, and I'm actually on my way to discuss our wedding.
So I was right?
Daddy, you're always right. That's why I'm so thankful to have you for a father.
Your happiness is all that matters.
And I am happy. Ecstatically happy.
Darling, before you go, I want you to meet someone. Dr. Bruner, an old friend. Doctor, this is my daughter, Joanna.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Lady Joanna. Your father talks incessantly about you. I feel as though we are already old friends.
Any friend of my father's is... well, you know the rest. I must be off.
Give my best to Rob.
I will.
She's quite a beauty, Lord Henry. You must be very proud of her.
I am. Now perhaps you can see how high a stake I have in our little venture.
Indeed, I do.
Excuse me.
Would you care to join me for a walk outside in the gardens?
Yes, I'll join you in a moment, Doctor.
No, that is absolutely unacceptable. What, just hold on a minute. It's England.
Trouble?
Yes. Our prisoner refuses to give us the account number.
What's the holdup?
The usual. He continues to withhold information until his demands are met. This time, he wants her in the cell with him alone. Well?
Give it to me. It's me. Do it. You heard me. Give him what he wants tomorrow. And then get me that bank account number.
You're buckling under.
I'm doing what it takes to get what I need out of him. Besides, I see no harm in allowing him a visit with her.
But what if this encourages him to make further demands?
That's a chance I have to take. Time is running out. I must have that account number before Alex Crown's will is read. If I don't replace the money in Alex's Swiss account with the money from our prisoner's Hong Kong account, Robert will start investigating, and that will start a domino effect which will destroy everything. Everything we've tried so hard to achieve.
Oh, I am so glad I caught you at home. I called the office and John said that you were about to leave on a vacation, and I really need to talk to you before you leave.
Yeah, well, we had a change of plans.
Oh, I'm sorry. Nothing serious, I hope.
No, just change of plans. Our trip was canceled. Renee, what did you come to see me about?
Well, I just wanted to remind you of your very kind offer to help me with Asa, find who might still be drugging him.
I am sorry. I'm sorry. This completely slipped my mind. Please sit down. I'm sorry. I guess with planning the trip and having it canceled at the last minute, I just...
It's all right, darling. I understand. It's just that I am quite worried now. I have every reason to believe that Asa is in terrible danger.
Do you still think that Beau's involved?
More than ever. And I need your help. I was hoping that you could start on the case right away.
Yes, sure. Of course. In fact, maybe the work will help occupy my mind.
You do seem a little distracted. Is something wrong, Cassie?
Yeah. But maybe we can both help each other.
It's finished, kaput. Me and the cute one. Now I've got a...
Well, what is it, Cassie? I'd be glad to help you, darling, if I can.
Renee, you have to promise me that what I'm about to tell you will not go beyond these four walls.
Well, cross my heart, darling. You know that.
All right, thanks. After the wedding, Rob and I got in a big fight. I was really angry with him, so I decided to jump at the opportunity to take a case in New York. And this was a case that I really didn't know anything about. Basically, I took it just to put some space between me and Rob. But it turned out to be a trap, and I was held for $1 million ransom.
Lordy, you were kidnapped?
Yes. Now, the kidnappers told Rob that if he didn't come up with $1 million, they would kill me. So he went to some of his father's friends to borrow the money, and he used stars as collateral.
Oh, my heaven, don't tell me. Don't tell me. Does he owe the mob something now?
Yes. Yes, he does, and this is all my fault.
Well, honey, I'm sure Rob doesn't feel that way.
No, he would never admit that, but what I was thinking is maybe you could help me get Rob out of this bind.
How could I possibly be of any help to you?
Well, I was thinking that maybe you came across some of these men that Rob borrowed the money from when you were, well, you know.
Yes, I see. Well, I'm not happy to admit to it, but yes, I did have some dealings with the mob, just to protect the interests of my girls. And I had occasion to meet some of the top men in the organization.
That's exactly what I was hoping for. Now, this is what I was thinking. If we could go to one of these men, find out exactly who Rob borrowed the money from, if we could get him to just listen to my side of the story, if we could plead Rob's case and allow me to pay off Rob's debt.
Oh, whoa. That's a heap full of if-onlys, Miss Cassie. Does Rob know about this?
No. He wants me to stay out of it. He wants to handle the whole thing himself.
Yes, well, I think that is very sound advice. You know, these are very dangerous folk you're dealing with here, and I think Rob is correct to keep you out of it.
But, Renee, you don't understand. These guys are trying to take over his life. Now, they have already made him move back into the Holden Towers just so he can keep an eye on the club.
Well, they're obviously trying to protect their interests and keep an eye on Rob as well.
But it's at our expense, Renee. I do not want to lose him, and that is exactly what's going to happen if he stays away.
Well, Cassie, darling, you have a very strong love. A little separation isn't going to harm it.
But for how long? These guys are tough. Suppose they want him to open a club in Europe. Then I'll never see him.
Cassie, I know how concerned you are. And I wish that I could give you some kind of guarantee, but I can't. And I can't help you track down whoever's behind this. Because ultimately, I agree with Rob. You have got to let him handle it.
What am I supposed to do in the meantime?
Take my advice. Sit tight and don't interfere.
Darling. Oh, I'm so glad you didn't go away with Cassie. Even though I know you were using the trip as a way of saying goodbye to her. You did break it off with her, didn't you? Oh, darling, was it terrible for you? Poor baby. But you know, I couldn't love a man who took his feelings lightly. You're a sweet, dear man, Robert, and I love you for it.
Joanna.
Now, wait. Before we get back to planning our wedding, which we put off long enough, let me order up a nice bottle of champagne. You know, it's about time we put all this behind us and started celebrating our wonderful future together.
Good evening.
Oh, what are you doing? Oh, no, don't look at me. Turn around. I just got out of the shower. I am an absolute mess.
Tina, you could never be a mess. You're beautiful. Every day. Every evening, too. Trust me, I know that for a fact.
Yeah, I know you know that. But how did you also know that I needed to talk to you?
I didn't.
You didn't? Oh, darn. I was hoping we'd develop some kind of special ESP.
Only if that stands for extreme sensual passion.
So what are you doing here?
Really? I came by to talk to Clint about that specialist for Asa. No, I need to. Pa's probably going to throw one of his stubborn numbers, you know, when he finds out that we feel that he needs a full-time, around-the-clock doctor, so I need Clint on my side.
Well, I'm sure he will be, but you can't talk to him because he and Vicky are still renewing their wedding vows.
Oh, that's right, I forgot. So, what's on your mind?
Oh, probably the same thing that's on yours. But first, we've got to talk.
About what?
Cord? You see, we got into this huge fight after he saw you and I together at the Holland Towers.
You know, Tina, I swear, it's just like I told you. He's a boy. You know, if the game doesn't go right for him, he wants to take his ball and just go on home.
Well, it's just not the same, though. I mean, we've fought before. I mean, we've had a lot of fights and everything, but never like this. I mean, he's never been so cruel. I mean, you wouldn't believe it. I mean, he called me a tramp.
Oh, come here. Now, don't you let that bother you, all right? You know what? I'm tired of this. I think it's about time I had it out with him, once and for all.
Tina, you in there?
Cord, I thought you were angry with me.
Yeah. Yeah, I came by to, to apologize for the way I came down on you earlier. But, I can see that you're busy right now. And I guess it doesn't make any difference what I think anyway, now does it?
You know, Cord, your hit-and-run tactics, I think they're becoming very tiresome. I think it's about time you just stopped and you listened to exactly what you've got coming to you.
Oh, yeah? And who, pray tell, is going to be the guest lecturer? Me?
Bo didn't want me around. My relationship with Asa is ruined. And now Bo is free to slip that drug to Asa unobserved whenever he likes. I tell you, Cassie, I am not going to rest until I know Asa's safe and out of that man's clutches.
Renee, I think maybe we should start with the man in Atlantic City who lied about you owing him money.
That's a good idea. And don't forget about Mr. Kaiser, the clerk, who swore that he sold me the Dannerite.
All right, Mr. Kaiser, I'll get on it.
Good, thank you. I can't tell you how much it means to me to have you taken this case. Well, I'd better get going and leave you to your work.
Well, I promise you, I will call you as soon as I make a dent in any of this evidence.
Oh, thank you, honey, thank you.
You're welcome.
And remember what I said. Take heed to Rob's advice. Stay clear of the mob. You know, you might unwittingly make things worse for Rob by getting involved.
I know. I just hate feeling so helpless. I know. I should just stay away and keep out of it. I'll try to keep out of it.
Good girl. You take care, here?
All right, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Yes, I would like Rob Coronel's room, please.
Now, I've drawn up a list of a few things to do before the wedding, but I thought perhaps we should go over it together in case something's missing.
Don't. Let it ring.
Whatever for?
I don't want anything to interrupt our celebration. To us.
To our future. Oh, I can't wait to be Mrs. Robert Coronel. It's all I've dreamed about since first I met you.
No, operator, that's all right. Just tell him that I called. Thanks.
Bo, oh, wait a minute. Before you say anything, Cord, did you really come here to apologize?
Yeah. But I guess I've been right all along now, haven't I?
I can't believe this. We can just save your apologies, all right? Because I'm never going to forgive you.
You were saying?
You're a real cool customer, aren't you? One day you want to marry Tina, and then the next day you just take her right through the ringer and you just hang her emotions right out to dry.
Let me tell you something. My relationship with Tina, good or bad, is none of your damn business.
It is when you start hurling false accusations at her. You start making her feel like she's yesterday's trash.
Oh, so now you're saying that you haven't been putting some kind of move on her?
No. What I'm saying is that as far as I'm concerned, she is Vicky's sister.
Huh?
That makes her family to me. And I'm not about to let you or anybody else ride roughshod over her. Now, she is a fine, sensitive woman. And I want you to treat her with the respect that she deserves.
Fine. Well, let me tell you something. I know Tina a little bit better than you do. And right now, she is extremely vulnerable. So I'll make you a little deal. While I'm treating her with the respect that she deserves, you had better make damn sure that she doesn't misunderstand any of your intentions.
You don't have to worry. I'm gonna make sure that Tina understands perfectly what my intentions are.
Oh, you're still here.
Well, relax, Tina, because I'm on my way out.
Cord, you gonna be around tomorrow? Why? Because I need to talk to you and Clint about Asa.
You know where you can find me.
Cord, look, can't we talk? I don't want you leaving here feeling the way you do about me.
Oh, don't worry about it, Tina. I don't think you'll have to worry about hurting my feelings, right?
I can't believe him. He gets me so angry. Can you believe that he's carrying on like this? I have no...
Tina, just relax, okay? Let it go. He's not worth it. That's not a happy man there. He's unhappy. He doesn't want you to be happy.
Well, I am happy. And I'm all yours now. And you don't think I'm a tramp, do you?
No. I think you're a woman, Tina. I think you're all woman. And I also think that it's a good idea that we keep our little relationship a secret. Because I think we've got too much going, Tina, and I don't want Cord. I don't want anybody to ruin this.
Good news, my friend. The powers that be have decided to grant your request. I'll have her brought to you.
When?
Tomorrow. But after your little visit, I expect you to give us what we want. Good night. Sleep well, my friend.
Yeah. Thanks, my friend. You're gonna get exactly what you expect. Exactly what you deserve, my friend, because this is for you.